few weeks, prominent Nigerians and groups have proffered solutions that can help tackle the issue which has bedeviled the country. The Southeast Zone of the Miyetti Ällãh Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria (MACBAN) is the latest group to open up on what can end the incessant clashes between herdsmen and farmers. According to the Herders Association, it will support any policy by the government that seeks to stop the clashes as far as it would be of benefit to both parties. Alhaji Gidado Sidiki, the chairman of the association in the Southeast, listed the following conditions to be followed by the government in order to put an end to the lingering crisis. According to the nation, the first condition is training and retraining of Fulani herdsmen on mechanized grazing, provision of land for ranching in the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT. The third condition is that town hall meetings between government, farmers, and the herders in the affected areas. Okay. I think that number 2 is what people will not even want to hear. That number 2 is what people will not want to hear at all. Provision by who? By you or by the government or the state governors should provide land for you. You can train and retrain yourself now, which is the best. And that is exactly what they wanted to do. This Ruga, they are just looking for a way to bring this Ruga in place to make it a reality in all the 36 states of the country. But it's not going to work. The other day, the Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, came out and told us that there should be a policy, or I don't even know whether policy or there should be a department, herdsmen department, department for herdsmen in the country. That's one of the things that the solutions they are preferring. I think with all these things that people have seen now, thank God, you can imagine if Ruga had taken place, or the Southerners agreed to that Ruga project, it would have been a different thing, because they would not be established everything, and before you know it, they would have put a lot of things in the constitution, and which would be very, very difficult for people to go against. But thank God for those who raised that objection, that no, this is not going to happen, and they began to explain. And you can imagine if they had agreed to that. See what is happening now. This one is that they don't even have there's no constitution or whatever backing them, or the Ruga is not even in place. They are now saying that the old land belongs to the Fulanis. The governor is saying that nobody owns any land. Like, seriously? Very funny people indeed. They are really, really funny. So, the Miyetti Ällãh group now in the Southeast has given 3 conditions, which is by training the Fulani herdsmen. You have to provide land, not only in that state that they have, not only in their region, in all the 36 states, including FCT. Like, say who die, say what happen. It's a cow, not the career, the business of the country. It's not our national career. That's the question. And he said the third one, that they are going to be holding town meeting upon town meeting. You can be holding meetings, that is not the problem. But that number 2, I disagree, and I know a lot of Nigerians will not even agree to that. It can be done in the north. You have enough space. This man has told you to come there and do it, unless you just get your own ranching, and that's it. Just buy your own land and do the needful. But I don't think you expect the Nigerian people to want the government to use the taxpayers' money to do that for you. I strongly doubt that. Whoever suggests this is a non-entity. That is unacceptable. No mentally sound person should make that kind of nonsense statement. If that would be the case, everybody should be asking government to provide land for their business anywhere they choose to reside in, be it Kano, Sokoto, or Lagos. These are tall conditions. They are not even reasonable. Why should cattle rearing be important in all the states, with cultivation of cocoa and palm tree and even piggery be provided for in all the 36 states? These Fulanis will never be pleased with anything to save the occupation of southern lands, having decimated the middle belts. Southerners should be siege on them by all means, including boycotting cow meat and even food produce from the north. southern livelihoods are at stake. This is not your land, and these conditions imply acknowledging being responsible for the killings. He raised the number 2. I said it. That number 2 is a no-go area, but the other one, you can train yourself, and I don't think the government has to come and be training you. You train yourself. You can hold meeting for all we care. It is your own. But that number 2, these people, this land of 18 is something these people are really looking for. For the fact that the governor of Bauchi is telling us that nobody owns any forest, that the forest belongs to Nigeria. Well, just like the southerners who buy and rent land in the north for agriculture, or those who rent shops and office in the north for their businesses being a private business, the headers should equally approach landowners in the south or anywhere in the country for license, rent or lease for their ranching. They should pay for it. It shouldn't be financed by the government, because like any other business in the private sector, herding and ranching is a private business. Consumers of their products and services pay them heavily, and the money doesn't go to the national treasury. Herding and ranching is not a national project. And again, even the way these people are talking about land, and I'm sure a lot of people will not even want to sell land for them. With this their character, with what they are, they are so much engrossed with this land of a thing. And this idea of not taking people's life, it is what I don't even understand. Because these people, if you even sell land to them, of course, if you sell, it's not going to even work out, because at the end of the day, it will turn to something else. I don't think with the way they have shown the kind of people they are, it will be reasonable. It will be reasonable for anybody to go and sell their land for them, even in any part of the country. But they can go to north; they have enough land there. Because with this their character, no. You say no. People who do not even think before they take another person's business life, they dehumanize human people. They take carnal knowledge of people. No. They say no. These are not the people that you have to be pampering them. No. If we are nobody saying that all of them are criminals, but the ones that are criminals among them, they are deadly and they are all over the place. So there's nothing anybody can tell anyone here, because they don't have pity, they don't have sympathy for anybody. Well, you shall perish miraculously, it shall never happen. Continue your invading, heavenly thunder will strike you to death if you continue with all this that you are doing. Take your cow to your house, that is the solution. Because they didn't give you their ancestral land for ranching or rural settlement, is it the reason you want to take it by force? You must be a joker. 36 what? 36 state of the country. May God forgive you. So guys, let's hear your opinion on what the demand of these people are.